All right, everyone. So I am absolutely loving Gears of War Reloaded. It has been so much fun playing the beta, and we have just a little bit of time left before the beta is over. And that's a sad thought that unless they put another beta in here, we're not going to be able to play the game until late August. However, I wanted to do this video not as a criticism, because like I said, I'm loving the beta, but I want to point out the one change I think there needs to be in this game. And that change is we need something regarding players quitting in the competitive matches. So that's Execution and King of the Hill, but specifically King of the Hill, because unlike Team Deathmatch, players can't join while a game is in session. So if players can't join while a game is in session, that means if somebody leaves, then nobody's there to replace them. And part of the problem I've seen, and this has happened multiple times to me, is that if one team is starting to get their butt kicked, you'll have two of those guys leave, and then it's just a 2-on-4, and you might as well not even play the game at that point. Now, this is less of an issue in execution, just because due to the fact that execution just comes down to, kills, there is a chance, even with only two, that somebody could make some kind of comeback, and it appears that less people quit in execution. However, in King of the Hill, people are quitting all the time, and it's nearly impossible, unlike in execution, where if you're a player at execution, maybe you can, as long as you can get two kills, right? Now it's a 2-on-2 and you have yourself a chance. In King of the Hill, there's no chance, really. I mean, there's just no way. You have to hold a point against four people. You're constantly going against, it's a constant 2-on-4. It's basically a, impossibility. So I think they need to fix that, because bottom line is, if and I think the only way to do it, because I understand what they're trying to do, right? You want to have it so that if you have these really competitive matches, that people aren't joining in, halfway through, or you're not getting put into a match halfway through. But you also need to make sure that, like, literally, I think I was in the same lobby, and whatever team I was with, which were all randoms, we had like three matches in a row where by the end there was only two people or one person left on the other team because we were playing well together. And that's frustrating, and they weren't even like egregious blowouts, all of them either. It kind of was like a ball rolling down a hill where we were winning a little bit, right? Winning a little bit, playing well. Somebody quit, then we started winning by a lot, like that type of thing. So I don't know the solution to it. Because I also understand that, if your connection times out, or if something happened, you don't want to make it so that the penalty's so big that somebody who has to quit can't quit. But at the same time, I think something has to be done, because I don't know if it's kill death ratio. I don't know what the point is. I've had plenty of matches where I'm getting my butt kicked for the whole game. Trust me. Look, anybody that's seen our content on this channel knows I'm not the best Gears player in the world in terms of, like, I think I'm above average, but I'm nowhere near, some of the top people. And there have been plenty of matches, especially early on in the beta, where I've been getting my butt kicked. I view those as like more of a learning time, where it's like, okay, let's see, okay, why did I die there? What could I have done better, versus quitting out. And so I don't know what they do. I know there already is a quit penalty. I think what they probably should do is have it as like a scale of, like, okay, so the first time somebody quits, maybe it's a small, but as it builds, you get more and more of a penalty, right? And maybe that's how you fix it. I don't know. Could be that that's the way you do it. Maybe you do some type of, like, if they quit too many times, you can't load up into another game for 15 minutes or something like that. I literally, I'm just saying things. Some of these could be dumb ideas. I'm just trying to find anything that could fix it, because I want to be able to play King of the Hill matches that aren't, like, okay, by the end you have two guys who stick in, and you almost feel bad playing against them, because it's like, okay, these are actually the good guys here, right? And now their kill death ratio is going to get knocked down in a big way, and they're getting a loss, but they actually should be the ones being praised, because they're sticking in and keeping the game going, and not just quitting because the players against are beating them. And I'm telling you, a few of the times it's been like match one, or round one, I should say, of King of the Hill. It's like, okay, there's 2 rounds at minimum. So if you were getting your butt kicked in one, you could turn it around the next time. And I wasn't even in, like I said, I understand a lot of the frustration when, and I feel this way too, when I get into a lobby and there's all guys with the same clan tag, and you're like, holy crap, dude, this is we're a bunch of randoms, we're getting our butt kicked. But even that, I stay in, right? It's just I understand the frustration. I get it. But even that, I stay in. Okay. I think they need to fix it, right? And maybe the solution is just allowing people to join in session. Maybe that's it. But even that, it's just I don't know that any of these modes are built for people to quit out at this rate. I think people are just quitting out in mass. I'm not kidding when I say the last 3 games, I believe, ended with my team playing against only 2 players. And you feel really bad for those 2 players because they don't deserve to have King of the Hill is execution, there's a slight chance you could still win. A slight chance because if you're able to win a few gunfights, it's almost never the case that all 4 unless they literally are a team, they're not going to move 4 and 1, right? So if you could make it so that you guys stick together and you can take out 2 and then you take out another 2, you could find a way to win execution. King of the Hill, there's no way you're going to win because it's constantly 4 on 2, right? And you have to protect the position. So maybe you could secure one position for one round, right? For one of the cycles, but as soon as you go to the next one and you have to move all the way over there, it's almost impossible. So let me know what you think. Do you think I'm on the money here? Do you think I'm wrong? I just would like to see that change. Thank you all for watching.